air conditioning, heating, electrical, and plumbing. Whatever it takes.
Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and mild with an afternoon high near 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with a light breeze and warm temperatures, a high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockovic. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to Bock in the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, December the 6th, 2026.
That's right.
26.
2026.
Also known as K-Dub Tuesday with former coach, player, recruiting guru, Kenny Wilhite in the house.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, my man?
I'm doing well.
I'm all right, man. I hope I feel better tomorrow. Feels like I got 5 things of skull in the side of my mouth. My mouth is swole. I have a dentist appointment in the morning, but I'll make it through today.
One thing I hate is going to the dentist.
I know, man.
I hate it.
The worst thing I feel is sleeping on this thing. It's like I ate some popcorn at a wrestling match. I tried to get in it, be a fan.
Be a fan.
You know, eat popcorn, drink a soda, had the big $15 box of popcorn.
Ooh.
I guess I bit onto a seed and it didn't go right in my mouth. So popcorn 1, Terrell Farley 0.
Kind of like your record.
No, my record. Actually, I'm pretty good. You know, it's 3 games to go. Bock is eliminated.
That's right.
You put the E by him?
Yeah. Kenny's eliminated.
Well, I wasn't in the running.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're eliminated. So your percentage point don't work here. It's like, hey, it's W's and L's. That's all that counts.
Terrell, you're actually up in winning percentage now over Kenny Wilhite. Does that make a difference?
No, it doesn't.
Now all of a sudden
I'm not going to go there with Kenny.
Okay.
I look forward to battling him at the beginning of next season, which should, clear the dust, the air.
It will clear the air.
And see who's the guru. Bock will be back for his losing campaign that he fell off.
So you have dethroned the champion.
I
Congratulations.
have dethroned the champion.
But you have dethroned the champion.
Well,
so.
I haven't dethroned the champion. Well, he's eliminated. Yeah.
So you've dethroned him.
But I have to dethrone the text line.
You have to. No, you have to beat him.
Yeah, I feel confidence in that. I really do.
You got.
He's got 2-game lead with 3 games left.
3 games
He
left.
should feel
Don't screw up.
Yeah.
I'm not.
As long as he just doesn't blink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't screw up.
I feel comfortable in my picks. Still undecided on who I'm going to pick in these games.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
these are crucial.
This is crucial. I mean, Indiana, Oregon. You talk about those 2 teams.
Miami, Ole Miss.
You talk about it's hard to beat a team twice, especially in college football. We've seen that with Georgia. We've seen that with Oklahoma and who was that? Alabama. We've seen that part of it. Miami's a up and coming team. I think probably has the best chance to the title game to anyone. I think. I don't know. It depends. Ole Miss is just it's a freak show when I talk about teams because with the Lane Kiffin drama, coach is still out there. I don't know
who's going to coach.
Who's going to coach? Who's not? You don't know when they're going to pull the plug on that. Lane Kiffin getting free money just for not even coaching. But I look forward to winning that belt next week when I come in here.
See, be humble. You haven't won it yet.
No. I'm wearing the belt.
Be humble.
I'm wearing the belt.
Be humble.
I waited a year for this.
Yeah.
I went through my ups and downs last year. I told Bock I was going to win it, and I'm damn sure going to live up to my word.
So I got a question for you.
Yes.
Let's do a bet.
Let's what? Not doing the Vashon.
No. If you don't close this out, you owe me a burger. If you close this out, I owe you a burger.
Oh, you. What kind of burger?
Whatever burger you want. You like Hardee's?
Monster
burger. Yeah.
I'll probably be able to chew next week. So
that's right. You don't offer him a burger now.
Okay, yeah. So you want to shake on it?
Sure.
No. Got to give me a firm hand. There you go.
Yeah. So what's the bet now?
You get a burger or I get a burger. If the text line catches you and tie or win, you owe me a burger.
Okay. Sounds good.
If you beat them, I owe you a burger.
I feel good with that. Here, Eric says Kenny's the real winner in my book. You don't have a book, Eric.
I guess you do, Eric. Eric, you have a book. I appreciate you, brother. Yes,
Thomas and Lincoln says
You don't have a book.
bragging T. Farley. At least the last 2-time champ didn't brag.
Thank you. That's what who said that?
They don't know.
No, who said that? Thomas?
Thomas,
thank you. I'm trying to teach him to be humble.
Here's the thing. I won the year before. So
that don't
Bock
count.
won last year.
I am a 2-time champ.
Yeah.
Bock is the 2-time champ. You won one. But he won last year.
Yeah.
Your years is far removed.
That 1 year.
Far removed.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
2 years
like
ago.
the 1995 Nebraska. So Thomas also says, T. Farley, you're scared to go against the text line in every pick. Excuse me, sir. I pick every pick. I mean, if you want to be they go-to guy, then Thomas, you can bet the next 3 games, and we'll just me and you, Thomas.
Thomas, get at him, Thomas.
So
bet with him.
Yeah, Eric has not picked the game this year.
Eric hasn't.
No, he just talks.
Let that man have his say.
That's all. From 6 o'clock in the morning to whatever time Eric gets off, he's a keyboard warrior.
I love Eric. That a boy E.
Yeah.
E.
Kenny's the real winner in my book. Whatever.
Appreciate you, E.
All
Appreciate
right,
the time.
man. All right. The Husker men basketball.
Man.
What a game last night. I listened to it on the radio.
I watched the end of it, and the thing I'm liking is even on off nights, they've been able to get stops when they've needed stops on the defensive end of the court. Defense is going to win championships, right? Right, Bock?
That's right.
Right, Farley?
Right.
Defense win championships. So, and I relate that to football. You know, it shouldn't matter where a team gets the ball. You just got to stop them.
Yeah.
You just got to stop them. Hold them 3 or hold them to nothing, and you know that's how you win games. And I think this team is really taking a how can I say it? I would say taking a liking to, or they have really dialed into the defensive end of the court. When you got a guard leading in rebounds, you know, for a night, that tells you that that's a scrappy team. Everybody's doing their part. It's not about one person, Farley. It's about team. Did you hear what I said?
No, yeah, I always been a team player.
I
What are you
know.
talking about?
No, but again, just to watch that last night, man, and then Friday night too, they needed stops and they got to stop against a great team in Michigan State. I mean, it's and that place, Pinnacle Bank, was rocking too.
Yeah.
On TV, it sounded like it was rocking. So I think Friday night, but then Ohio State, they didn't let that crowd deter them from what they wanted to get done, and they didn't bat an eye when they got down. You know what I mean? They could easily when they got down by 2 or 3, they could easily fold it.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They got to stop when they needed to
Not
stop.
the cleanest of games.
No.
12 turnovers, but going on the road against a dangerous crowd in Columbus,
team.
Ohio, and Ohio State. I think that this team knows what it does to have to do to go on the road and win a game. Now we know that this undefeated streak is not going to last forever.
No.
But right now, let's just enjoy the ride. And I'm in the back seat.
You're in the back seat.
I'm in the back seat. I'm in the back seat.
You got your pom pom.
I got my pom poms out.
I'm with you, bro.
I never. Here's what I tell the truth. I always went to basketball games when I was in college.
Me too.
But I never really been a fan of Nebraska basketball to right now.
Really?
I haven't. I'm really not a basketball. I always been, basketball favorites when Stoudemire was at Arizona.
Yeah.
Or Carmelo was at Syracuse or Iverson
at Georgetown.
Yeah, but I never had a set basketball team. I never, not in college.
So you were a fan, and you liked individual players. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You never had
Kenyon Martin.
Yes. Cincinnati.
I played.
Who else was on that team with him?
Ruben Patterson.
There you go. Okay.
I played with Ruben Patterson in Independence.
You know a little something about basketball.
We went to school together, so I always was a fan of close people I knew.
Yeah.
So having played with Ruben in college, we both got our names in Independence and the banners, and it was a great thing to watch. I was amazed of watching people play basketball that I. Watching
that you enjoy watching
because I got cut at a young age.
We already talked about that. We already discussed that.
I was never a basketball player. I never claimed to be a basketball player. I only played for fun.
Yeah,
I did win intramural championships a couple of times, but that's in the past. And you only get a T-shirt for that, not a ring. Bock?
Yeah, it's a great performance for Nebraska again, and it just reminds me too. And you kind of look at this. That old saying, it's always the darkest before the dawn. The last time Nebraska lost, now that they're on this 19-game winning streak dating back to next year, was March 9th of last year, which is incredible. But you have to remember, too, that was part of the 5-game losing streak that basically kicked them out of the Big Ten tournament, which was going to cost them going into the NCAA tournament. And man, that was just a tough stretch for Nebraska basketball and for Nebraska basketball fans. Where it's just like, man, we just can't have anything. And so, you go from that to the emotions of going on this streak, going on this run. Keep in mind, as part of this 19-game winning streak, the BYU win, the exhibition win, isn't included in that. So it's just amazing to see what this team does and in the different ways that they're able to get wins, right? I mean, last night was big. Rick Mass had some didn't have his best game, but they went to him when it mattered, and he was able to get some buckets for Nebraska. DeMarcus Lawrence hit some big-time free throws down the stretch to pretty much ice the game for the Huskers. And as you mentioned earlier, Hoiberg is, he's averaging like 7 rebounds in the last 3 games. He's got 2 games here. The last 3, he's got 9 and 10.
Scrappy.
Yeah. And part of that is the 3-pointers that, those 3-point balls that Nebraska likes to shoot and forced to be shot. They bounce off that rim a little bit more, so he doesn't have to battle with the bigs down low. But either way, it is that scrap. I mean, it's going out there and hustling and get to the right spots, and he seems to always be in the right spot. And so it's just like everybody knows their role. Everybody's playing well. And then you could see guys like a Braden Frager. I mean, what a wonderful time for, a kid out of Lincoln. And Nebraska rarely is able to ever get anything out of Lincoln, obviously, kind of going back to Jake Muehlheis. I don't know how many other names from Lincoln have been on the team, but for a guy not just to come in and with that, you would expect, okay, maybe at some point he can hit the floor, but I mean, he's got such a high ceiling and you can see him actively getting better game by game. And that's what's exciting about this is Nebraska might not win 19 in a row after they lose one. Like, eventually it is going to, you're probably going to get an L in the loss column. But I think this team still has room to grow, which is pretty amazing to say for a team that's, again, undefeated in the top 10 and in uncharted territory for Nebraska basketball.
You're right. And they don't give enough credit to Sam Hoiberg, man. That kid right there, not the best athlete, but the most energetic hustler. I call him a small version of Dennis Rodman,
he's scrappy.
What's the guy with all the tattoos that used to play? What is his name?
Birdman.
The Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman.
He hustles like the Birdman. He has, I just like his style. I love his style. It's just I'm excited for these guys. 15-0 in the latest bracketology. Nebraska's number 2 seed right now.
A 2 seed.
A number 2 seed. Never heard of that. They will be playing Troy State. That will give us our first victory.
Oh, stop.
Don't speak too soon.
Don't speak. That's what I'm saying. You putting the cart before the horse. But
Hey,
you can have an off night in basketball, like you can have an off night in football, and your shot's not falling, and their shots are falling.
It's just Troy
There's
State.
been some Cinderella stories. You know that, right?
Yeah, Troy State's not one.
Okay.
I have and I have this story about Troy State because my brother was on Facebook the other day with a Miami shirt on. He likes the Canes. I said, why don't you like the school you went to? I said, you're a bandwagon fan.
Mm-hmm.
He all on Facebook with the U stuff. I said, where's your Troy State gear? I said, now he's a bandwagoner.
Bock, I'm finna get him, right?
Yeah.
What?
I'm finna get him, right?
What?
Where'd you go to school at? You have on that, right?
Yeah.
But who you always talking about?
The state of Georgia.
No, you
The state
always
of Georgia.
talking about the Bulldog. Thanks, Bock.
Bob, what do I talk about? The state of Georgia.
Yeah, but when Georgia's playing.
After hearing all this, this state is better than us. This state is better than us.
Yeah.
This state is better than us. No, Georgia has the best athletes, period.
Okay.
And I live by that word.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you for thinking that.
Now, here's Gus Mohawk. Hey, since Husker football didn't win, Farley, whatever he wrote, he said, do you want to take a bet that Nebraska will have more wins than Georgia at the end in basketball? This is the same guy that betted us a PlayStation 5 with a 2-1-2 PlayStation put together. But he said, put your money where your mouth is. I'm still waiting on this first payment.
That's right.
So he's saying that Georgia basketball or Nebraska basketball will have more wins than Georgia basketball.
That would be pretty interesting.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because Georgia basketball, where they at, Bob? Let's watch.
They're number 18. They're 13-1. They're having their own
13-1.
So take that bet.
And guess who's the star on that team? Dominique Wilkins' son is a freshman.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
So
he is an animal.
You know what, Gus? I'm not going to take that bet.
Why not?
Because I'm rolling with the Huskers. I'm not going to take that bet.
Okay.
I'm going to believe in Fred and this team.
That's right.
And I'm going to ride this thing to the end.
I'm proud of him.
And he wants his PlayStation.
I'm proud of him.
Nah, Box PlayStation. Somebody on here said,
I'm proud of you.
Okay, who said? Oh, T.I. said, bandwagon fan. No, not that one. I wanted to. Crowbait here, yeah, this is the one. He said, hold on, what did he say? Black shirts needs to be humbled. Love you. No, I don't need to be humble. I worked my butt off to this point to win this thing. I'm not going to let y'all steal my glory. I'm not going to let Kenny steal my glory with his percentage.
No, I'm not
gonna
out
let
of it.
Bob steal my glory with his little 2 championships because now I'm tired with him.
You're not tied with him yet.
That's okay. You want to do something, Bob? Let's do one game for 20 wins.
No,
Let's do this.
okay, Rashad. You're not tied with Bock yet. The season isn't over. See, this is what I'm saying.
Line can still get you.
They can get you. Can you be humble and wait for 2 weeks?
No,
You should know it by the end of the week.
I should end it.
Could
No,
be
by
Thursday.
Thursday. But I'm going to
Not if you pick wrong.
Hey, look.
Not if you pick wrong.
Look, Kenny, when
I'm
you
looking.
come in here Tuesday,
Okay.
I will be listening. You be starting the show off with Ric Flair and me walking out with a belt
With you
coming in here.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Hey,
You want to hear one more time? Woo!
I want that burger though.
You're not getting no burger.
I want that burger.
You know what? Matter of fact, I want my burger hot. I'll just meet you at Hardee's.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. We'll go right there.
All right, let's go to break, y'all. And when we come back, Nebraska football. Guess what? If I tell you something, that means I'm going to do it. Not in this day of football age. Somebody give me the definition of commitment when we come back.
There is none.
Never.
Unless it's on a
93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I Parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I Parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O. Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock in the Black Shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Kitty Will Height Day is K-Dub Tuesday. Cornhead JS1 says Black Shirt, the definition of commitment is having a signed contract.
Exactly.
I would do at least a 2-year contract and make it 25% performance-based. It's all talking to the contract is signed. Once you sign the contract and break it, you get sued like the Georgia player.
Totally
For me,
agree.
Commitment means pledging, promising. You can keep or follow through. That's not what's happening in college football, man. When we gave commitments back in the days, it was true commitments. We didn't flip like that because I think it's not like it was then, you know.
When you say commitment, it's verbal.
Yeah, verbal.
It's verbal.
It's
So
not,
there's nothing binding.
Non-binding.
There's nothing binding to a verbal commitment. Like I used to tell people, I'm not getting excited until that kid signs on signing day. We used to get a lot of verbal commitments. We used to get some silent commitments. I mean, we had a silent commitment from an NFL MVP quarterback. It was silent. You know, we got excited. And no. All right. No, we didn't even want him. We had better on campus.
That's right.
That's what was said.
Well, that's what we thought.
That's what
That was said,
somebody
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
So no, I mean
Lamar.
there you go. Yeah. Silent commitment. I'm driving the kid and his parent up to Omaha and phone rang and I knew that was a wrap.
Yeah.
But again, people always get excited about verbal commitments and you know, people say they're committed to Nebraska. They're not committed until they sign on signing day. Till they step on your campus, they're not committed. And like you said, we don't want to talk about back in the day. Back in the day, that's over with. Those days are over with. Like I said, I committed to Coach Osborne to University of Nebraska.
Lamar Jackson.
We already said that. You hear Bock say it? Yeah, he whispered.
I don't listen to second and third place.
Okay.
So again, I verbally committed to Nebraska. Then a certain school called and offered me a visit. And I told Coach, I said, Coach, I'm committed to you. I'm taking this visit because as a person that grew up the way I grew up, the neighborhood I grew up, as poor as I was, I never thought I would ever see Vegas. So I'm taking that visit. But I'm still committed to you. This is just a free trip for me.
Yeah.
Went on that visit. Things happened. Came back, called and said, Coach, hey, I'm still committed to University of Nebraska because I'm a man of my word. I'm not going to just say I'm something and don't do it. So, again, those days are over with. Bock and Adam was playing something on their show earlier that I listened to that a coach was saying. The things that people are missing, the important things that people are missing will continue to happen because you have parents living vicariously through their kids. It's all about money. It's not about education. It's not about their future. It's about the now, what they can get now. Again, so you keep talking about where's college athletics going. It's on a runway train with no brakes.
Yeah, they chasing the bag.
They chasing
like Dion said. They chasing the bag. You don't chase. You let the bag chase you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at this point in life right now, because you're 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old. Quick fix for family situations.
Mm-hmm.
Quick fix for your situation. You know, a lot of these kids wear chains cost $100,000, Bob.
Driving cars that are
$100,000. It's not going to last long.
Nope.
If you making this money now, 2032, you still driving the same car that you bought in college.
If not,
you're broke.
Yep.
Your value of life is worth nothing, Bob.
Hopefully that change retains its value.
It does not, Bob. It does not.
Cupster, I like what Cupster said. Whatever happened to a man's word being worth something? This stopped a long time ago. I think coaches took that and messed that up. See, it starts at the top.
And Jay, I was listening to Jay and Austin, was it Monday?
Yeah.
And Jay said the same thing. There's a lot of lying going on with coaches and recruits. And, because, and I used to always say this. I said, man, do not tell that kid that if you don't mean it. Do not tell that kid that if you're going to change when he gets on campus. Don't do that. I said, because I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? So it goes on. Is it going on even more nowadays? Yes. I mean, stories I hear coming out of that place it's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
but let's stop right here, because here's the crazy part I don't understand. We took a commitment from a kid who didn't even visit this campus. Like, Kenny Michi never came to Nebraska.
Nope.
No.
Why would you commit somewhere that you never came? I mean, I understand that point, but then he goes to Kentucky. He visited Kentucky. They offered you $5,100 more, but come on, Nebraska, you got to bring the kid in. You just stop taking commitments for somebody that you what they call it, FaceTiming with them. Would you show them on FaceTime the city of Lincoln? You just held the phone up like that, and that's the bad part about this situation is that Nebraska dropped the ball on this part.
Or if I'm on the phone with you and you say, Coach, I'm committed to University of Nebraska, I'm not putting it out to the press.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it out to the press. And if you hadn't been here yet, I'm not going to put that out there. I'm going to wait till you come on campus to make that announcement or let you make that announcement.
Yeah.
But how much of it might have been his agent? Because the agent wants to get it out there. And of course, it's, these other parties that are putting it out there. And the agent perhaps used that to kind of draw Kentucky. Okay, this is how serious he is about Nebraska. You can give us one last pitch, and it better be something big.
Yeah, I'm not saying Nebraska put it out there. I'm just saying I wouldn't follow that. I'm going to say, hey, the kid hasn't visited here yet. We would love to get him here soon and go from there. But other than that, you can't. And like you said, the agent probably did that to start that bidding war, and Kentucky won that war. And somebody asked me, why is this happening?
Football guys don't like Nebraska.
It ain't got nothing to do with the football guys. I'm telling you that right now. There's two things you got going against you. Two things. Now we say we have the money, we have the resources, right? We have the facilities, right?
Don't say it. Don't talk about it. Show me.
You're not winning.
Yep.
And you're not developing.
Yep.
Kids. Those are the two main things.
Two main things that
you need three:
away.
money, development, and winning. You have money, but you're not developing and you're not winning. So I saw a former player say this: we're spending money on unproven players.
Yeah,
we're wasting money on a lot of unproven players.
Well, not this year, but I can tell you in the past, like last year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Most of that transfer portal last year, they're not even going to be here this year. Now, when we talk about this year's transfer portal, Owen Chambliss, linebacker, great pickup. 6'3", 230-pound linebacker that recorded 109 tackles, 4 sacks, first team All Mountain West Bock honors, played under new defensive coordinator Rob Arich. That's a good pickup, Bock. A guy that knows the defense. Here's my concern. Have to play Big Ten football.
There you go.
This ain't the Mountain West. I'm just saying, I like his stats. I like his stats because his defense coordinator lets them play. Don't take them out. Let these guys play. Let them warm up. This is the thing I didn't like about Nebraska the last 2 years is because you don't give your guys chance to make plays if you take them out every other play, Bob.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that is a huge pickup for Nebraska. For Chainless, again, just the familiarity that he can kind of bring in leading that defense. Was the tackle leader for San Diego State, like you said, 109 tackles. That's no small amount of tackles. So yeah, I mean, you have to see if it translates, but it's good to kind of get him in the stable. But I will say, the other one, and people are excited about Tree Babalade and Nebraska going after a tackle is a big deal. But it is interesting because his, to what you guys were just saying, his tweet or somebody that kind of one of the people that broke the story on him coming to Nebraska, Matt Zenitz of CBS also reported in the tweet as well that he committed to Nebraska is that he will be one of the highest paid offensive tackles in the country. And that's probably a little bit unearned at this point because he only started, he spot started for South Carolina's few years there.
And 2 years of eligibility left, though. So that's a good thing.
Say that one more time, Bob. He's going to be what now?
One of the highest paid offensive tackles in the country.
That's what, again, that spot play. Spot play. He's not a proven every down offensive lineman. So, again, an unproven player that you're giving a lot of money to, that you're hoping pan out. That comes with evaluation. That comes with doing your homework. That comes with, and I'm going to challenge you to do something, Farley.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've done it. Watch the transfer linebackers film.
Yeah.
I'm challenging you to do that.
You challenging me to do that?
Yeah, please do.
All right.
Yep.
I'll change my mind or what?
No, I was just saying, watch the film.
What did you get from the film?
I'm going to let him watch it, then we'll talk about it.
All right. How long is the film?
Don't matter how long it is.
Watch it over the break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't watch it over the break.
Yeah. No, again, we need help. We need offensive line and defensive line should be a top priority.
I think that's good because we've picked up 2 offensive linemen. Where's the other kid was from?
The one from Iowa State.
Yeah,
Iowa State and South Carolina.
Great pickup. I think Elijah Pritchett is really coming on. Justin Evans comes back to anchor that center spot. I don't know if we run with a Nebraska kid at the other spot, but I would try to put my focus more on defensive tackles now and try to, get some help on the defensive line because, first of all, nobody's going to come to a college without a defensive line coach. So we have to.
We have one.
Who?
Rule with hat to the back.
No.
You heard.
No,
Just Matt.
TLC.
Call him Matt.
No.
Matt.
I don't care about the hat to the back stuff.
You heard TLC hat to the back.
Yeah, he's not going to spend his whole practice over there at the defensive line. That's just. I mean, he did that for a week or two, but we need a solid defensive line coach.
Well, you have. What's the outside linebackers coach name?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Phil Simpson. Is it Simpson? Didn't he move inside?
No. Phil Snow?
No, not Snow. That's the DC. Isn't it Simpson?
Yeah.
He moved inside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He helped with the inside guy.
Yeah, I mean, but they still talking about we don't know. We don't have a defensive end. I mean, defensive line coach.
Well,
Eric says Farley don't know how to judge film. Whatever, Eric. Eric, go to work.
Eric be on your head, bro.
He wants me to come find him. He works somewhere out here in Lincoln outside, so not going,
No, there's a lot of pieces that need to be put together, and can we do it and do it the right way? I don't know. It's yet to be seen.
Yeah.
Right? It's yet to be seen. We go back to basketball, for instance. Hoiberg recruited for his system, finally, what he wanted to do, defensively and offensively. Now you're seeing the results. You got a team that's playing together, believing in each other, and there's, like you said, there's no one dominant player on that roster, basketball roster, but they're playing team basketball. They're winning on the defensive side of the on the defensive end of the court, which translates to the offense. So, can we make the right moves and get the right people in place to win some games next year? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's go to breakout, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more. We'll take some text messages and see what the text line is saying out there. 93.7 is the ticket. K-Dub Tuesday in effect here on Bock and the Blackshirt. We'll be right back.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Change begins with you. Join a weight loss medication study at Solarion and earn cash in the process. If you are 19 to 65 years old with excess weight to lose, you may qualify. Participants could earn up to $22,750 for their time. Study includes 1 2-night stay, 1 3-night stay, and 38 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/flamingo or call 866-213-2965. Weight loss not guaranteed.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and mild. The national high near 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with a light breeze and warm temperatures. A high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Is your furnace ready for winter? Call Bryant to perform a thorough check for comfort and peace of mind. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Whatever it takes.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
An emergency can happen any moment. Here's a few seconds to think about where you'd go. At CHI Health, we stand ready to care for any emergency. Our specialists provide expert care when you need it most and believe healing is more powerful when delivered with human kindness. When seconds matter, know CHI Health St. Elizabeth is accredited in stroke care and offers the region's only ER just for kids. Learn more at chihealth.com/St. Elizabeth Emergency.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
January is your reset button. This January 10th, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping in Lincoln is kicking off our 10-week challenge. We combine high-energy kickboxing, powerful strength training, and simple, proven nutrition to deliver real results in just 10 weeks. For a limited time, get $150 off when you enroll today. No gimmicks, just coaching, accountability, and a community that pushes you to win. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Visit fxblincoln.com and start your strongest year yet at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. 2 locations, South 40th and Yankee Hill, North 70th and Vine, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, changing lives 10 weeks at a time.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Correct.
Excavating.
Yeah, I got the captain in there.
You feel a little better. That's that Red Bull and orange juice, huh?
Hey, I can open my mouth and talk. It just looks swole. Look like I got a little tobacco on the side of it, but hey, I'll be all right. Guys, I was having a conversation with Austin. Does anybody on this staff, players, do they have the care factor? Do they care about this university as much as we dole out cash and everything? Because when I talk about this care factor, I cared for Nebraska when I played. You know,
you still care.
And I still care. That's why I'm so, I wouldn't say harsh, but when reality sets in that we're not a program where we want to be, we've taken several steps back, forward, back again. And I just want somebody to come in here and win.
We all do. I mean, especially alumni. We just want a product on the field that we can be proud of, go home or go back where we're from, or just wear it around town to say, yeah, this is our university. This is what the University of Nebraska should be. So it's not a put down. It's not a, degrading thing. It's just because you care, I care, Bock cares. This whole station cares. They want their university to have a successful winning program.
Yeah. You're right about that. JS1 says, Blackshirt and K-Dub. He said, do you think we would have won 9 to 10 games this year or had the same issues if we could have had a larger roster, over 105 players? I think our 24-25 roster was 129 players.
No, it has nothing to do with roster. It has nothing to do with roster. There's a lot of teams that only has 105 players on their roster. It's the management, the development, and again, it goes back to what I said about Coach Hoiberg. He has recruited, he has put together a team now that fits what he has wanted to do all along.
And I understand that, I just don't feel like a quarterback can change this team. This is more than a quarterback problem.
This is more than a quarterback fix.
I would be happy with an average quarterback that knows how to ball management, clock management, game management, that's coachable, that's, and minimal on mistakes. But when you talk about problem, this is a team problem when we talk about what's going on at the University of Nebraska, when we talk about the football team.
It's an identity too.
Yeah.
I don't think we have an identity on either sides of the ball. We say what we want to do, but then we do the total opposite. So it's an identity thing. And then do you have the kids on your roster that are capable of doing what you ask them to do? Or are you putting them in situations, and I'm going to make a point, are you putting them in situations where they're going to be successful? Or are you putting them in situations where they have to do a lot of thinking, right? I don't know if you guys watched that FCS championship game last night, did you? Montana,
good game.
Montana State and Illinois State.
Yeah.
So one of my former teammates is the running backs coach there, Mike Grant. So I'm watching that game, and Illinois State went up in overtime. They played man the first down, got them in second and long situation, and they zoned them up. Third and long situation, they zoned them up. Called a timeout. And I said, please do not don't do an all-out blitz. So they went zero coverage. Had a safety matched up on Montana State's best receiver.
Took it to the house.
Corner route. They went a double slant corner by number 3. The safety was covering man on number 3. He didn't have a chance, and you know what, to cover that kid.
Yeah.
But you put him in that situation where he was not going to have any success on him.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even 5 yards in the picture when the kid caught the ball. So I said to myself during that timeout, go play the same zone coverage, match coverage, where you're matching up in your zone, and it's fourth and long.
Yeah.
And you're going to – because they still had a chance to get a first down. You know, it wasn't fourth and go, it was fourth and long. So that way you give yourself a chance to line up and play 4 more downs. They went, man, put that kid in a situation where he was not going to have any success, and ball game.
All right. This is from Cupster. He says, Kenny, I live in Kansas, and I tell you, with the Husker basketball team being a great year, this is such a flex, especially in a Jayhawks dominant town. I can wear my Husker shirt with pride.
Man, you trying to get your head split down there in Lawrence, Kansas. No, hey, I'm proud of you, bro. Wear that Husker gear amongst all those Jayhawk fans, because you'd be surprised you're not the only one down there that likes Nebraska in Lawrence, Kansas. There's a lot of Husker fans down there. But yeah, it's been incredible to watch. It's been fun to watch. Hopefully they can keep it going. But like Bock said, at some point that they're going to take a loss and then just see how they respond after that loss. Hopefully it's not anytime soon, though.
You ever been to Manhattan?
Yes, I have.
I've been to Manhattan after I signed with Nebraska. I went up to Manhattan I forgot the party. Aggieville. So I was in Aggieville and had my Nebraska gear on. Bunch of K-State players over there looking at me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I felt proud to wear it.
So this is before you came to Nebraska?
Yeah.
Before you came to Nebraska?
Yeah.
You signed with him, and you had your Husker gear on in Manhattan, Kansas.
Yep.
Oh, you was trying to get into a fight.
Went up there with some chicks and a couple of my homeboys, and we stayed at somebody's house. One of our volleyball players, her dad was like a colonel in the army or something. So we went to his house, big house. We went out that night for 2 nights in a row, and I wore my Nebraska gear.
Bob, some things you just don't do.
I
man.
didn't care, Bob.
I know you don't care, but far listen.
I wear it proud.
You don't know. As you should wear it proud. I mean, I go home, I wear my Nebraska gear, and, because that everybody back home knows I played there, and they respect me for it.
You think somebody going to say something to me in Columbus, Georgia?
They're not going to say nothing, but you're in enemy territory, right? Right?
Yeah.
At that point in time in Nebraska and K-State, K-State was up and coming then. You're in enemy territory by yourself. So who were you with?
Just some regular people.
And you didn't know if something broke out, you didn't know if they was going to
I had my JUCO boys with me.
Oh, okay. So
I had about 4 of my JUCO guys with me.
All right, so you good then.
Yeah. Even though they didn't sign with Nebraska, but they was with me. They were my JUCO guys.
Okay, you were good then.
JUCO friends are some of the best. You ever talk to any of your JUCO
We
guys?
talk all the time.
I got 2 of them. I recently found my old roommate from JUCO. He's a police officer, by the way, now.
Oh, shoot.
I said, wow, what I found out. But, he's one of my good friends, man. And I found him after about 25 years. And he stays in Texas. He went to, I forgot that school. It's a small school out there. But
in Texas?
Yeah, but.
When he transferred from Indy?
Yeah.
Was it Texas State, UTSA, Incarnate Word?
No, something more. It was something Falls in Texas.
Falls.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. But
SFA, you have
But
SFA.
then I got another coach, another friend I went to JUCO with. He stays in Colorado. Got to hang out with him when we went up there for the Colorado game.
That's east. Colorado's west.
Well, you know what I'm pointing at. Colorado's that way.
That way. That's west.
I don't care.
That's your point.
You know
east.
what? I say
There
the
you
south.
go.
Look, that way.
That's
that way.
Yeah.
It's
So
the south.
Colorado's west.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, Colorado's west.
Yeah,
that
but
way.
if I was standing this way, Colorado would be this
No,
way.
it ain't. It's to your left.
Well, you know what, Kenny?
See, I got you covered. I'm trying to have your back.
It's different when you're not in the car.
PTS.
Yeah, PTS. Bad. Wichita Falls. Yeah.
Wichita Falls.
He went to a
Okay.
school out there in Wichita Falls.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We'll be back. 93.7 The Ticket, Bock and the Black Shirt. K-Dub Tuesday.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with roof credit.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I Parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I Parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Most resolutions for the new year fail before January is even over. Why not resolve to just be a little bit cleaner in 2026? Nebraska Auto Detail is here for you. Now through March 30th, if you purchase a ceramic coating, you'll get a free interior detail. There's no better way to start your year than taking care of your car and decluttering the mess that it becomes so easily. Book your detail today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call Joe and the team at 402-601-5086.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and mild. An afternoon high near 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. The light breeze and warm temperatures. A high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Kleckner for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are on from Monday through Friday from 1 to 3. So check us out. K-Dub Tuesday is in effect. Bob, you see this Iowa safety's in the portal?
I did not see that.
Yeah, he just entered the portal. What's his name? Cohen. I don't know. Who is that?
You mean the Minnesota safety? Or
Yeah.
you're looking?
No, this is Iowa's.
Okay.
Intriguer, yeah.
Okay.
Team captain started all 13 games. Honorable mention, all Big Ten honors after recording 73 tackles. Bob, would you say this defense needs an overhaul, or what would you say?
Well, again, you got to be careful with those words. They don't like to reset and all that sort of stuff. But it does. I mean, look at the last couple games. I mean, yeah, it needs something. It needs something to come in. And of course, they're making the moves. They're, Roy Manning, the edge coach, obviously defensive coordinator. As we've talked about throughout the show, they're going to need to find a defensive line coach. But whether they want it or not, and that's kind of back to the whole, reshuffling the deck or reset or whatever you want to say it. It's kind of there. It's staring them in the face. So, yeah, I mean, if the defense, it's got to at least stop giving up 40 points a game like it did the last 3 games, then that's that might be, again, whatever way you want to phrase it. It needs to be managed a little bit differently. And again, they're on their way to doing that.
On their way, or yeah.
Well, they still, like I said, still need a defensive line coach.
We're playing spades right now, Bob. I don't know if you know what spades is, but there's certain books, and then you say, I got 3 in the possible. That's what we're saying. We possibly doing it the right way. No, I mean, I wouldn't say an absolute overhaul. I just know for a fact you need some guys up front first and foremost. That should be your number one priority, is getting some guys up front. You did give up a lot of points in the last 3 games of the season. Last 4 out of 5, right? You were beat up on the defensive side of the ball. So defense has to be a priority. Defensive line has to be a priority. And that safety, I think, with his with Iowa's pedigree and what he's done, would be a good fit for Nebraska. I'm just, Iowa had our number for the longest, and defensively they've been very, very solid and good in the secondary too. I mean, if you look at Iowa's roster, if you look at their secondary, they're not the most athletic. They have an identity. They have an identity. They develop players for their system, and they run their system very, very well. So to me, that guy would be a great fit for Nebraska to help in the secondary. It'll be one of the pieces they probably need. You're losing Deshaun Singleton. You're losing Buford. So yeah, he would be a good addition to that to that secondary roster.
All right, Kenny, I want to shift to something else. Ernest Hausman. I don't know what's been going on with him lately, but he medical retired. He's forgoing the NFL. The Columbus product. You know, he was a good player at Michigan. I thought he was a NFL type linebacker.
He played himself into an NFL career. Yes, I would totally agree. When I heard that news, I mean, the last 4 weeks, I looked and I was watching Michigan. I'm like, he's not out there.
Yeah.
So it was I always wondered. Now, the relationship I had with him and his parents when we recruited the kid was a really good relationship. I've gone back and forth on if I wanted to reach out to his parents. I think I will at some point just to see, but I had to sit down and talk with them guys for about an hour or two on their official visit, and then when he came to campus, I would make sure he was good. Always spoke to his mom and dad. They're really good people. So I've gone back and forth on it, but yeah, my thing is I want the kid to be mentally, stable. I know he went back home and visited his family back home, and that was a very touching story. ESPN did that on game day, and so I don't know. I can't speak on it, but I'm just been wavering if I want to reach out to his mom and dad. I will at some point.
Well, the thing with me, when I read about him, he found contact with his biological family in Uganda, and I think that what's probably triggered some things, that being far away from them, and once you learn where you're from, I think he's really trying to adapt to that situation and get back to his roots.
I was speaking to somebody yesterday about it, and I said I know when he visited his family and it was on ESPN, that could have triggered something for him. But I would have also, and this is just me. I'm not speaking for him. I'm not speaking for anybody in that situation. I recently met my dad. I found out I had my dad when I was 33. I just met him. I think it was 2019, maybe. Yeah, 2019, 2020. I met him first, and ever since then, I've been trying to establish a relationship with him.
Do he look like you?
I don't know. You'd have to judge that for you.
Is he shot like? No.
So, again, in his situation, I can't speak for the young man, but I've always wanted to get out of St. Louis. I've always wanted to get out of the neighborhood I was in, hopefully get my family out. With me thinking when I saw that, hopefully he could make it to the NFL, can afford to bring his family over to be closer to them and not go the other direction. You know what I mean? So it's a touching story. We don't know what triggered him. We don't know if he's triggered, but I just want that young man to be mentally stable and, not do anything that would jeopardize him as a person.
All right, Bock, I gave you a list. I sent you a text a little while ago. Bock, and here's my thing. Top 50 football players this year. How did Emmett Johnson miss this list when we talk about this part? Bock, read that list to me.
Top 50?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do a top 50 list. This is according to College Football Alerts. So it's got a lot of the names that you would expect in there. Fernando Mendoza, number 1, Diego Pavia, number 2, Arvell Reese, Jeremiah Love, Jeremiah Smith. So it goes all the way down. You got Katron Allen there. How about that? Running back from Penn State at number 50. So that's where they made the cutoff. But yeah, they did leave Emmett Johnson out of it. You look at some of the names. I mean, there's some guys in here that, again, played Nebraska, you might be able to recognize, but yeah, left him out.
It just goes. I mean, I'm just thinking in my mind. It just says a lot of where Nebraska football is viewed amongst those people who does that. Because again, we haven't been winning. He has a great year. I'm willing to bet you last year, if he had 900 to 1,000 yards last year and then had the season he had this year, he would have been either easily in the top 25. Jeremiah Love, he's from St. Louis. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He's from St. Louis. He's from St. Louis.
Yeah.
So we continue to miss on kids out of St. Louis or not giving ourselves the chance to recruit kids out of St. Louis. And when we do, we and this is coming from coaches that I know, we're sending the wrong people in there.
Now, this story right here got kind of crazy to me because Texas wide receiver Parker Livingstone, he's going to Oklahoma now. Bock, when he wrote his letter out, and this is one thing we don't know about the transfer portal, that some of these kids are forced out, Bock.
Yes.
Parker Livingstone was forced out of Texas.
Which is what makes it interesting, right? Because he goes to the rival Oklahoma. I don't know how much that had to play in there. But yeah, former roommate of Arch Manning. So it's going to be an interesting story when those two collide again for the Red River rivalry, Red River shootout, as I prefer to say, but they've got PC over the years. But yeah, Parker Livingstone, I mean, 6'4", 191-pound freshman this last year, 29 catches, 516 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of a blowback on him because he entered the transfer portal shortly after saying something about being, sticking out with the team or being with Texas. But yeah, it appears that he was forced out, and Oklahoma may be the benefactor.
Yeah, that's crazy. So we have to realize that out of the 4,500 kids that jumped into the portal, most of these kids are forced out of that. They're forced out.
They don't have a say.
Yeah, they don't have a say. So, and that's crazy that 4,500 kids in the portal, free fall in college football. I just think, I don't know how long college football is going to last if you just keep it like this, because, and I hate this thing. I hate to say that I at the end of a kid career, he went to 4 different colleges.
Some of them 5.
Yeah. You got a kid like Malachi Coleman who's on his 3rd college and probably sophomore year?
No, he'd be a junior.
He'll be a junior this year?
Bruh, you have kids that have been at 5 schools.
More than that.
That's what I'm saying. So, and again, it's out of control. Hopefully they get a handle on it soon, or it's just going to get worse. There's no ties to any university with these kids.
Yeah.
None. They're gonna like these cars have all those stickers on them. How many universities they went to? Yeah, they have about 10 stickers on their cars.
I will say this though, because it is we obviously look at that side of it. For Nebraska, what do they have, like 17, 18 kids in the portal? So, there is with every team, and Iowa State's the extreme opposite example, Colorado too. There is a large group of kids that are sticking around at their schools and sticking through. There's just, it's obviously a lot different than what we are accustomed to.
Yes, again, if you look at guys like I talked about a week ago, Harburg, Corcoran,
yeah,
Ben Hart,
yeah.
Who else? There was one other kid,
like Javen Wright would be.
Javen Wright, Booker, Branch and Booker were walk-on kids. They earned their way to what their playing time. They stuck it out. They could have easily went other places. So you do have kids that are loyal, that are dedicated to the universities that they're at. But then, like Farley just said, some of them, kids like that are forced out. I mean, that's just the reality of it. But you do have some kids that are dedicated to their universities.
Having a conversation with the captain last night, and we was talking about Penn State and how Jamel Williams' son is going to wear 28 at Penn State, and a couple more Omaha kids signed with Penn State. I told him that, and we had this conversation. I said, just because you signed with Penn State, that doesn't make them great, because you recruited those players for the Big 10, for the Big 8, for the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be big boy football when it's time to line up. He's, they'll beat Nebraska. I said, I doubt it. So,
wait, hold on. We'll say, you doubt what now?
Penn State will beat Nebraska.
You do?
Next year. I mean, down a couple of years.
Oh, okay. Well,
they beat us this year.
Okay, I was just hey, that is Penn State still now. Now, again, Matt Campbell has, the Brommer kid, the tight end. He followed him from Iowa State to Penn State.
Yeah.
He's a Nebraska kid who I tried to get them to take. They would not listen to me. So he followed him. You had a couple other Iowa State kids follow him over there too. So he took the kids he thought that he think he can win in the Big Ten with. He didn't take all of them. You get what I'm saying? Like Signetti, the kids that James Madison he thought he could win with at Indiana in the Big Ten. Those are the kids he took with him.
Yeah.
Right? There's only a select few you can take that you think can compete in certain conferences, in certain situations. And so that's what Campbell did. That's what Cignetti did. And, the kids that from Omaha that Iowa State committed, that he thought he could have success with in the Big Ten, those are the ones he's going to bring up there with him.
All
Now,
right.
now, I don't know if they're going to beat Nebraska in 2 or 3 years, but hopefully they don't. I'm with you. All I know, they beat us this year.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
Okay.
All right, Bock, you got anything?
Well, I did just want to kind of throw out the names again for folks that are just tuning in about some of the stories that are going on in Nebraska football. Again, did pick up South Carolina transfer offensive tackle 6'5", 330 Tree Babalade in the transfer portal. Again, can be good. He's made 7 appearances and 5 starts this past year, 22 career appearances with 15 starts altogether with the Gamecocks. 9 of that came in his freshman year, so that's quite impressive. He also redshirted in 2024, but did play in 4 games there, so he'll have 2 years of eligibility remaining. So that's kind of the big transfer portal news today after last night's big transfer portal news, of course, of Kenny Minchey flipping from Nebraska to Kentucky. Kenny, I wanted to get your thoughts real quick on where Nebraska is searching for quarterbacks now. They apparently are after UNLV's Anthony Calandria, Aiden Childs of Michigan State, who's, by the way, is visiting Northwestern today. Of course, Northwestern now with Chip Kelly as their offensive coordinator, so that could be interesting. DJ Lagway of Florida, another guy they're going to try to reach out, and then possibly Bo Pribula of Missouri. Obviously, it doesn't feel like you're getting your first pick here if you're the Huskers, but a little bit different. I'm just fascinated in the idea that Minchey was going to be brought in likely to compete with TJ Lateef, right? Without either, or if any, TJ Lateef having more tape, having more opportunities, having more starts. Now the names that they're kind of going after or reportedly going after are the reverse of that, kind of guys that have been through either one or several different programs, had their opportunities, had some success. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But veteran signal callers to come in and compete with TJ.
Yeah, that list that you just read off, those are guys that have playing time experience.
Yeah.
Not backup, or mop up duties or stuff like that. So those guys would be interesting. But the thing that people need to really, really sit down and I would say have patience with, because story broke about Minchey committing to Nebraska. He never stepped foot in Lincoln, not only University of Nebraska campus, but in Lincoln, period. So until you get one of those 4 guys that you mentioned to visit, and then that's when we need to start talking about it, because they can all be on your list. We all have a wish list. We all have a Christmas list that we want, but half the time we don't get what we want, right?
Yeah.
So they can be on your list until you get them on your campus to visit the university, to sit down with you face to face, to truly get a read on you. You get a read on them. I wouldn't be celebrating none of those guys till you get one of them on your campus and they say they're coming here and they sign that contract. Again, we can play like you said, those are all possibilities. That's like playing spades. A lot of people don't know what spades is, but those are all possibilities. Those are all wish list guys, but until they come to your university, visit with you, sit down with you, their families, their representatives, face to face, there's no guarantee that none of them are going to be here. So you still up fighting an uphill battle now that you lost the one that you put all the eggs in one basket in. So now you just got to see what happens.
All right, let's go to break. When we come back, we'll look at some of the Porter quarterbacks who's left. Maybe we can find 1 or 2 in there. I like this one right here, Austin Simmons. I think he just signed with Missouri.
Yeah.
He was the starter. He was the original starter for Ole Miss before he got hurt.
And he went where? To Mizzou. So Mizzou quarterback looking for a spot. So, yeah.
93.7 the ticket. K-Dub Tuesday in effect here at Bock and the Black Shirt. Be right back.
An emergency can happen any moment. Here's a few seconds to think about where you'd go. At CHI Health, we stand ready to care for any emergency. Our specialists provide expert care when you need it most and believe healing is more powerful when delivered with human kindness. When seconds matter, know CHI Health St. Elizabeth is accredited in stroke care and offers the region's only ER just for kids. Learn more at chihealth.com/St. Elizabeth Emergency.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right. $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at coppellcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and mild. An afternoon high near 58. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. The light breeze and warm temperatures. A high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleckner for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Most resolutions for the new year fail before January is even over. Why not resolve to just be a little bit cleaner in 2026? Nebraska Auto Detail is here for you. Now through March 30th, if you purchase a ceramic coating, you'll get a free interior detail. There's no better way to start your year than taking care of your car and decluttering the mess that it becomes so easily. Book your detail today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call Joe and the team at 402-601-5086.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. K-Dub Tuesday, in effect with former Husker coach, recruiting coordinator. What else?
That's it.
Oh, that's
Player?
it.
That's it. Player?
Yeah,
Black
I
shirt?
said that.
Did you say black shirt?
Nah, I didn't say that.
See?
Black shirt.
See?
CFL.
Top, Bock.
CFL guru.
You got your tattoo yet?
What tattoo?
Your black shirt.
You got one, Kenny?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No. I got it branded on me.
Branded? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's just, that's BS.
Branded
now.
on my backside.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Speaking of that, did you, one of the players on the team now, current players, said that they need to get back to the real black shirt way.
I don't think they know the real black shirt way.
That's where I was going with that.
It's
because they
difficult.
just give them out.
Yeah, it's difficult when you don't know the tradition of,
or you don't care to know,
or care to know. It starts probably longer than 1980s. It goes 60s. It goes back.
Bob Devaney.
It was something I always wanted to be when I got here because I just like the style, the way we practice, the physicality of being on a defense like that. I think it goes by what kind of coach you have. I mean, Charlie McBride was probably one of the realest coaches you will ever see and didn't really have favorites, because he had 11 guys on his defense. So
he had favorites, but he treated them.
He treated everybody the same way.
Yep.
He wasn't afraid to blast you. He wasn't afraid to get in your butt,
kick you in your butt.
Hit
you with that paddle.
I seen guys that weigh 6'3", 330. Charlie McBride make him look like Munchins.
Man, he made him look like
he
made him look like me. I'm
but
not a
you have
munchkin,
to do
but I was sure.
You have to do your history, and you have to have a coach who preaches being physical.
Yep.
I mean, I think you're not going to be physical by just talking to it.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at practice. First, you have to learn how to play as a team on defense when you talk about that, because being a black shirt, you don't have selfish black shirts. I think we always been a gang tackling type of team, and I think Nebraska just have, they have to find their own identity. I mean, we can preach it as much as we want to, but until it's installed into a coach head and he installs that into the player's mind frame, we may never see that again. Sorry, got to be honest about it.
No, your quarterback list.
Bock, go ahead. I'll let Bock go.
Well, just to ask you guys, though, obviously as two proud black shirts, because I think about that question, and it's kind of the same as kind of, Nebraska as a whole, though, whether it be offensively or defensively. When you guys were black shirts, it was just part of the system, right? You come in, there's going to be all Big 8, all Big 12 type players around you. You're going to be a top 10 team, that sort of stuff. So, to get back to that level, how would you guys go about or think about going about like telling them to do that now when you have to build it from just frankly a spot where there aren't, a whole lot of all conference players, flying around the last couple of years?
They don't want our advice, Bob. They don't. I mean, I had a kid called me the other day. He got kicked out of the facility as a former player. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Yeah. So they don't want our opinion. They're going to do it their way, and it's sad to say, but yeah, I'm going to support their university though. Right, Farley?
Yeah, I don't have any hard feelings.
Nope.
I'm not a coach. I'm not a player. I mean, I still live by the success of Nebraska football. I mean, I take the bad with the good and just keep on living.
Keep on living. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
Well, it is interesting. I do think that what I do like about in what Matt Rule has done, and it might be a very small thing, at least since he's been here, is the black shirt kind of. I saw it with Phil Snow, saw it with John Butler, Tony White to a lesser degree. You know, I really remember his kind of glowing undershirt more than anything, but I think he had some black shirt gear. But I've seen what with Snow and Butler these last couple of years is wearing the black shirt emblem on the hat, that sort of thing, and it's really. Again, that's not going to make you a great black shirt defense or anything, but it is, I think, at least that and the black out there doing, they did last year, lean into it. I mean, I know it might not be the time to put your team on, on the top and say, hey, we got the best defense of all time or anything like that. But you're one of the few programs in the nation that has a name for your defense that specifically, like, if you're kind of looking for a football guy, right, the type of people that live and die in the football field and want to do it for the team and all that sort of stuff, I would think that would be something that would be, if you do lean into the black shirt tradition and mention it and kind of put it up high, that that would be a great way to differentiate yourself in the recruiting process. I would think to try to pick up guys in the portal or even out of high school.
It's too commercialized now.
The crazy thing about me is how do you identify yourself as a black shirt and you don't throw the bones in the game? You don't. It confuses me because, that's one of the best things about having a big crowd like Nebraska is that when I played, we fed off the energy of the crowd. I mean, Bock, I've never seen anybody on the defense throw their hands up to get the crowd up on third down. That's the loudest you want it on down like that. You want to create confusion. You want to create a loud environment, make them jump off sides. But these guys don't know the defense of standpoint at Nebraska for us to continue that tradition. I don't say take it away, but
it's crazy you say that because again, the FCS game last night, championship game, Montana State was leading Illinois State. Illinois State crowd got so loud, caused Montana State the false start 8 times on offense. On a crucial series in that game, when Montana State had the lead, all they had to do was run the clock out, and they had 3 false starts in a row, and which allowed Illinois State to get the ball back, go down and score, and even in overtime, they did that. I'm like, but that's the difference in what the crowd can do, because a lot of people go with that hand clap, and when it's too loud, they can't hear the hand clap. So a lot of people go to the offensive guard looking back, and the quarterback will pick up his foot, and then the offensive guard will tap the center to snap the ball. They even had a bad snap, and they lost 25 yards on it. Montana State did. So it's crazy how much difference a crowd can make. But again, it goes back to identity. What do you want your identity to be on both sides of the ball, even on special teams? And then living up to it, preaching it, holding people accountable. And when guys aren't, and I know, when you didn't play like a black shirt, your black shirt got taken, right? I don't think they've taken any.
Yeah,
I don't think they've taken any. So
I lost my black shirt for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to lose mine.
I lost it because of the off the field problems, but my starting spot was taken. I had to come back and earn it. I had to come back and get my black shirt back, and I wanted it back better than anything. So I played my ass off to get it back, and just things like that. I mean, I think once these guys get their black shirts, they're real comfortable with it. Like they don't never lose it. I mean, Charlie took plenty of people black shirts and made you earn them back. So I think they have to be earned first before giving out.
Yep, they have to be earned.
Yeah.
It's crazy, Bock, what you say. You can use that as a recruiting tool, and the thing I like, and Mo Berry was an example. Muhammad Berry was a linebacker under Coach Riley and Frost, but when I told Mo, I challenged Mo. I said, Mo, you'll never wear a black shirt. I told him that, but it wasn't a put down. It was a challenge.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to see how hard he would work to get it. The look on that kid's face when he got that black shirt, the excitement and the determination that kid had not to lose that black shirt, it was crazy. So again, he's one of the ones that I really look back on, and I can say that I challenged him in a sense to see where it would. He's from Georgia, as you know, but it wasn't a put down on Mo. It was just me watching the way he was going about things, and I just said, hey, you I don't think you'll ever wear one of those jerseys. And he worked his butt off. He developed, and he earned it. And just when the excitement on that kid's face when he got that black
Did you
shirt.
get your black shirt during the week of play, or did you get it in the summer? Tell me about your first black shirt experience when you got it. How did that go?
Well, me being new to the program, watching how people, went about themselves, how they conducted themselves. And I was an offensive guy. And then when Coach Osborne asked me to move to the defensive side of the ball, that spring, because you were losing 3 seniors at cornerback. And he said, with my speed and quickness, you could possibly start next year or truly help us at that position. I said, Coach, I'm going to do whatever you need me to do. So going into fall camp, I knew who the guys from last year were with black shirts. And so I said, I'm going to earn me a black shirt. So the start of the season, when they went over the depth chart, I was told that if there's a team that we play, the first team came out in 10 personnel, that's 4 wides, I'd start, right? That means dime personnel or nickel personnel, because I was the extra corner that go in. Well, we played Utah State. We played the other 2 teams that they all.
You got yours before the beginning.
No,
of the
I did
season?
not. No,
Okay.
No. Even though I knew that.
Did you get the phone call to meet with the coach
Nope.
before they got it?
Nope. So here's how it shook out. First game, interception. Second game, interception. Third game, interception. The week, we're out at the practice field. I have the picture of me putting it on. We're out at the practice field, and equipment dude come out with the black shirt. I turned around. He had it in his hand. Took off my gold jersey, put the black shirt jersey on. And so, again, it wasn't given to me. Even though I knew I was going to be a starter, if team came out in 10 personnel, I earned it, by my play and things I was doing off the field. I wasn't getting in no trouble, like you, Farley, but I earned it. And that what made it special to me. I earned it. And then when I earned it, I didn't want to lose it by doing anything foolish. And I also wanted to represent, the guys that wore it before me and the guys that are going to wear it after me. So that's how I earned mine. Nowadays, even when I was there, you could have a freshman come in and hadn't touched the field, right? He has a good fall camp. They give him a black shirt.
Yeah.
That's not earning it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've earned your way towards the black shirt. Now let's see what you do in a game situation in order to put one on you.
Sometimes I think the coaches don't even know what a black shirt is, or what it meant.
So under Frost would
know what it meant.
He knew
we kicked his butt.
He knew, but it was still sometimes it was done wrong. But Frost would invite former black shirts in to hand out the black jerseys before the first week of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they could learn history. So myself, Jay, Jason, Kelsey, a lot of other guys came back, and Steve Warren.
Not me. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
But for all that roughing up you're talking about.
They would and we would present the jerseys to the players that had earned it.
For me, I didn't care what jersey I wore. I was a yellow jersey for 5 weeks.
So you earned it though.
Yeah, I earned it, but I led the team in tackles after 5 games with a yellow jersey on.
But here's what I'm saying. They didn't give it to you.
No, they didn't give it to you.
You had to earn it. It wasn't given to you.
Phone call from Mary Ann that told me the coaches wanted to meet with me. I didn't know what I did.
You probably said, "Oh shoot, what I do now?"
Yeah, that's why I said, like, what did I do?
What have you
night?
done now?
Yeah, so I got to the office and I sat down with Charlie and Coach Bo, and they was like, Terrell, you've been playing great. Nothing against Twilliger. We still gonna let him have his, but you're gonna be the starter, and you earned your black shirt. I put that thing on before practice, Bock, and when I walked out on the field, I felt 20 foot tall. I did. I felt so proud to put that jersey on, and when I put it on, I felt like a different person, like a different player. I got meaner, I got tougher, I got rougher. It brought a beast out of me, dog. Just being a black shirt, it made me feel different.
It made you feel like you are now in a class that a lot of people inspire to be in. A lot of people don't make it into that class, and you're part of a fraternity now that's
for life.
For life,
yeah.
And it's not. And I mean, to wear that jersey and to go out to practice and to continue to wear it and earn it and keep it was an inspiration for me.
Oh yeah. Black shirts for life. Kenny Wilhite, Terrell Farley, Jay Bockerman. Bock in the black shirt. We'll be right back. King Champ Tuesday.
Bock's the people's champ. He's the people's champ.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
An emergency can happen any moment. Here's a few seconds to think about where you'd go. At CHI Health, we stand ready to care for any emergency. Our specialists provide expert care when you need it most and believe healing is more powerful when delivered with human kindness. When seconds matter, know CHI Health St. Elizabeth is accredited in stroke care and offers the region's only ER just for kids. Learn more at chihealth.com/St. Elizabeth Emergency.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Go hog wild, pet barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Most resolutions for the new year fail before January is even over. Why not resolve to just be a little bit cleaner in 2026? Nebraska Auto Detail is here for you. Now through March 30th, if you purchase a ceramic coating, you'll get a free interior detail. There's no better way to start your year than taking care of your car and decluttering the mess that it becomes so easily. Book your detail today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call Joe and the team at 402-601-5086. Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Rick Heyman here from Starter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Starter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at starterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Black Shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is K-Dub Tuesday with former Husker coach, recruiting coordinator, Black Shirt, the man, Kenny Wilhite, in the building. To us, you are the man. Kenny.
Appreciate you.
Just let me do my intro of you, and you'll be okay.
Appreciate you, bro.
The second best picker we have at the ticket this week. Bock is the third. Text line is the last. Well,
Bock
Looks like it's still win.
Bock is still the champ until you dethrone him.
Bock is not the champion anymore.
He's still the champ.
Two-time champ.
He's
two-time champ.
He's at home.
He's a two-time champ.
He's at home.
He's at home.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that could say two-time champ.
He's the only one.
Right now.
He has
As of
bragging
right
rights.
now.
For a couple of more hours. 2 more days.
2 more days?
Two
Better
more
hope the
days.
text line don't catch
Yeah, I'm not worried about the text.
All right. Bock got some news for us.
All right, Bock. Let's hear it.
Yeah, another portal edition for Nebraska, this time from Iowa State. So Nebraska plucking a few from the Cyclones, all those departures over there. This time, linebacker Will Hawthorne, speedy linebacker, goes about, at least was listed 6'2", 225 for Iowa State last year, redshirted in his first year in the program. So no stats to kind of bring over. So as we kind of say sometimes, the transfer portal often about, immediately replacing guys, getting better on the field. And then there are a few every year or in each class, and not every year in each class, but that can still kind of fit into that category of maybe a guy that that you project into the future. So I'd guess that Will Hawthorne's that. Maybe they see him playing right away and playing a big role, but considering he hasn't played on the field for Iowa State yet, I would think this is more of a long-term play.
Development play.
Right, yeah.
All right. No, I feel okay with that. You didn't get a high school player. I mean, you didn't get but 10 high school players. I really think if you're going to get a guy at the portal, it should be a guy who can step in right away and play. But, You know, in some situations, how these guys transfer, it might be good to take some players you missed out on in the past.
It is, yeah. It should be noted too. They did try to go after him when he was coming out of high school. He picked the Cyclones over Nebraska, Kansas, and Kansas State. So this was a guy that was originally their target. I'm assuming maybe kept in contact with them or reached out once again once his coach went to Penn State. So that's where they're at there. So adding a few names today in the portal, at least a busy day, busy couple days, both good and bad if you include the Kenny Minchie stuff. But of course, addressing a couple needs there in the linebacker room and on the offensive line of the last couple days for Nebraska.
Midwestern State in Wichita Falls, Texas.
Yeah, Midwestern State.
Uncommitted athletes. He said that for me. So thank you.
They got your back.
Yeah. So
nice little pickup from like an hour and a half ago.
Got your back.
Yeah. Except Eric.
Eric does not have your back.
No, he's got Kenny back.
Yeah. My man. Him and Thomas and Lincoln.
Yeah, they're just talking. All right, Bock, anything else before we close out the show?
Well, just kind of fun to follow along the transfer portal as well for some of the names that are going to different schools. And I'm trying to find it here because I wrote it down somewhere. I've got all these different notes. But one thing to note is Princewell Umanmielen did announce he will be returning to Ole Miss. Ole Miss has got all sorts of different things going on there. Of course, Kawan Lacey also announced that he will be returning to Ole Miss, which is interesting. Their kicker announced that they're going to return to Ole Miss. Remember, all this is kind of the backdrop with current coaches on the LSU staff currently coaching Ole Miss. And we learned a little bit more about that as well. LSU is going to allow offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss Jr. and running back coach Kevin Smith to continue coaching for Ole Miss as far as they go in the playoffs, or at least this next game against Miami. However, tight ends coach, co-offensive coordinator Joe Cox, and receiver coach and passing game coordinator George McDonald are no longer expected to be helping out Ole Miss through this playoff run after helping them to this point. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. A little bit of a dance battle going on. And to the name game that I was talking about, some of the best names in college football, switching spot, Colorado State tight end Rocky Beers transferring to Oklahoma. North Carolina State running back Hollywood Smothers transfers to Alabama.
Hollywood Smothers.
Shout out to Golden for keeping those kids at Ole Miss instead of letting them. That says a lot about him as a coach and as a person, that those kids want to stay there instead of transferring out, following lane to LSU. So that says a lot about him.
All right. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock in the Black Shirt. K-Dub Tuesday. Up next, Austin Norman, Jay Foreman, Old School. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us